Act 1. In Venice, Roderigo and Iago argue in the streets about how Desdemona, Roderigo's love, has married Othello. Roderigo is upset because he paid large amounts of money to Iago so Iago could praise Roderigo to Desdemona. Iago reveals he has a plan to get revenge on Othello since Iago too hates the Moor, because Othello made Cassio a lieutenant instead of himself, who was more qualified. In order to ruin Othello's marriage, Roderigo and Iago decide to wake up Desdemona's father, Brabantio, to tell him the news that his daughter has eloped with Othello. Brabantio at first denies this, believing his daughter obeys him. Once Brabantio finds his daughter missing, Brabantio is enraged and claims his daughter has been stolen from him by black magic. Before Brabantio can come onto the street, Iago leaves so that Brabantio, the Venice senator, does not know that he is against Othello. Brabantio and his men begin searching for Othello. Iago arrives to Othello's house and warns him that Brabantio may try to ruin his marriage. Before Brabantio and his men arrive, Cassio and officers arrive to tell Othello he is wanted by the Duke of Venice to discuss the war in Cyprus. Once Brabantio and his men arrive, Othello handles matters calmly. Thus, Brabantio decides to bring his problem to the Duke to let him decide Othello's fate. Meanwhile, the Duke is in a meeting with senators about a Turkish fleet invading Cyprus. This meeting is interrupted by Brabantio, Othello, Cassio, Iago, Roderigo, and other officers. When Brabantio tells the Duke his situation, the Duke is willing to take his side, but once he learns Othello is the one who is involved, he lets Othello explain himself, since Othello is a highly respected general of the armies of Venice. Othello explains he truly loves Desdemona, and she loves him, and that he did not use any spells or magic to win her love. The Duke then sides with Othello, and when Desdemona enters and says she is loyal to Othello, Brabantio backs down and lets things carry on, telling Othello to keep an eye on Desdemona since she may lie again. The Duke tells Othello to go to Cyprus and defend the island. It's decided that Desdemona will go with Othello to Cyprus. Once everyone leaves except Roderigo and Iago, Roderigo expresses how desperate he feels and says he wants to drown himself. Iago mocks him for this, saying he could never respect him if he did. Iago tells Roderigo to get large sums of money, which will help him win Desdemona. Once Iago is alone, he declares he hates Othello and says he is suspicious that Othello slept with his wife, Emilia. Iago hatches a plan to cheat Roderigo out of his money by convincing Othello that Desdemona cheated on him with Cassio.